What is going on, everyone? How are you all doing? I'm Andrew, and just wanted to say thanks a lot for clicking on my video and giving me a watch. If you could give me a follow and a like, that would be great. Let me know where you're watching from. Hope that you're all having a great summer so far. Today it's August the 2nd, so it's kind of surreal how fast the summer is going here. I'm based in Leduc, Alberta, and it's a long weekend here in Canada, which I'm very thankful for. I'm certainly not complaining about that. How can you not, right? And it's my birthday on Tuesday, August the 4th. Woo-wee! Crazy where all the time has gone. Another year has passed, and I'm going to do a little bit of reflecting, and I want to see where I can go in a year's time, not just only in my new career, but in my fitness, which I'm working quite hard on. I know that I can do a lot better as well, which is great because you're a work in progress, and I love that. And I'm dedicating myself to it every day. I've been going for my walks 7 days a week. I've been hitting just over the 10K steps a day mark. Usually I try to aim for 8 to 10,000 a day. But mainly I've been hitting over 10,000 steps a day for quite a while. And I've been doing these exercises 7 days a week that I found on TikTok. Very handy exercises. You use 2 dumbbells, and it's about 5 minutes, like I say, and you feel great after. It's like a whole body workout, and I've been adding to that on my equipment that I do have in the basement. So anyway, I'm going to go for a walk today. I wanted to take a little bit of a break from social media because I've been on it quite frequently with my new career as a realtor. And I've been getting out into the communities, making flyers, handing out flyers, introducing myself to people. And it's quite a bit of work. It's quite surprising, because if you make 50 flyers and you hand out 50, that's a good sized area to cover. And it's been time consuming to make the flyers, but I'm getting better at that. And I'm just finding my groove, really. So I've been doing real estate now for, it's over 6 months already. God, isn't that nuts? And I come out of the oil and gas industry, so I'm trying to give it a fair shake. Now, I just thought today I would just take it easy, go for a walk in the park, and it's quite windy today. So we'll see how I do. I hope that you're all having a great summer, though, so far. Really enjoy it because, wow, it's going to go quickly. And before you know it, we'll be getting into the fall and winter. I almost don't like saying that because people will drag you over the coals for it. But anyway, it's been great to see so many people out. I've noticed it lately. People on scooters, people on mountain bikes, people out walking, and families, all doing these activities together. And it's great to see that. I don't know if anyone else has noticed it out there in the world, which I'm sure that they probably have. But it is really great to see so many people being active. So I'm going to go and get this walk in, and I'll see you in the park. Okay, so I've decided instead of going that way, I'm going to go this way. Got some pickleball courts over there, which are great. But wow, is it ever windy? Go for a walk. It was beautiful yesterday. At least this will give me a bit of cover from the wind. It's one of the things I love about that park and in Leduc in general for their trails, because they intertwine and you can build your own walking routine if you want. You can change it up all the time. I go all the different ways. Like one day I'll just go around the park and up towards Telford Lake by the main road. And some days I'll do this walk. And then what happens is it'll go down and it ties into Telford Lake, the trail that goes around the lake. And I'll just head down to back towards the boat launch or the boathouse place, Leduc Boat Club. Kind of all over the place there. You know, you do have some pretty perfect days when you come out for a walk and there's literally no wind and the sun's out. And the smells that you smell are just absolutely amazing. It's beautiful. And I was thinking I might have to start doing a bit more, like using my mountain bike a bit, because I haven't really used it much. And I know that my feet could certainly use a break. I have to wrap up a couple of toes because I got a pretty good gash in one of my toes. It's just with from the way that my foot lands when I'm walking. It doesn't sit level. It actually goes a bit outwards. So I'm gonna have to look into some custom orthotics, I guess. You got to look after your feet. My dad used to always say that. You got to look after your feet. And he was right. I think on Tuesday, my birthday, I'll go and see him again. Went last week about just over a week ago and put some flowers on his grave. I do miss him. I carry him with me every day. Over 10 years though, it's crazy how fast that's gone. And I like this too because it's not all flat. Like you walk uphill a bit, you walk downhill a bit. So it gets your heart rate going a bit. Smells amazing. I've been really enjoying watching this series on Netflix called The Rookie. And I haven't really watched and don't really watch much TV at all. But like if there's a good series on, I love to check it out. Isn't that nice? Nice view, eh? And it's my uncle's birthday coming up soon too. Wonder what he's doing for his birthday in England. Miss my family in England, the majority of them. Living in Canada hasn't been easy because of being away from family. So you do tend to really miss people. But it's always great when you go and see them. I like to go and do some fishing with my uncle and cousins, probably. Josh. See Katie and Carrie and Paul. All right, so anyway, this is just it's a nice view, eh? This is the Leduc multi-way route information. So just come from that way. If you continue down that way, it'll take you down and around the lake, and or this way too. There's just some places that you can go and do some sightseeing, and there's some benches that you can sit down at now and again. There's a few people out today. You gotta love a long weekend. It's a bit quieter around town as well, which is nice. People are going camping and that kind of thing. Hopefully it's not too windy for you to hear. Whenever I look at trees like that, I often think, man, I wonder how old that is. Some pretty gnarly looking trees there. I walked this whole trail a few weeks ago, not long ago. I needed like 2 days to recover. My feet were killing me. I have plantar fasciitis in both feet, and I was pretty proud though, I gotta say. 8.2 kilometer trail walk. Feels amazing seeing all that progress, you know, from a few years ago, not being able to do like 1,000 steps a day after recovering from pneumonia. It's unreal. I kept at it though every single day. So you just gotta have some patience, really. You know, do a bit more each day, and you know, don't give up on yourself. And sometimes it is frustrating. And I think, you know, you just need to take a day off, or even a couple of days off. Start again, right? Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Okay. I'll show you what the lookout is like when I get there. Further down. This actually opens up now. On the left in the fields there, that's where you start to see the community garden plots that you can lease, I guess, a season. I was told it was $20 for like a single plot where you can come and grow your own fruits and vegetables. Which I think is awesome. I think that's the only way to really do it, you know, like, plus you save on the cost, but you also know what you're getting isn't coated in fertilizers and stuff like that. Hasn't been modified. This is something that the city put in for birds. Pretty neat, really. This one's pretty open. The one that's further down is a bit more enclosed, and I'll show you that one too. You do get quite a lot of nice natural like wildlife. The red-winged blackbird, and then you've got the ruffed grouse. This is at Telford Lake. Quite windy, as you can see. And then in front of us there is some pelicans. You get quite a few of those. It's amazing to see them fly and land. The wingspans look about 6 feet on them. And then here you've got some song sparrows. The yellow warbler. Tree swallows. And the black-capped chickadee. It's quite windy. So we'll venture on. I believe we're supposed to get some rain, so. Coming up to the pollinator garden, but I just wanted to kind of show you a bit. This here, these are some vegetable gardens that people have been planting their stuff at. A lot of this stuff is grown in, and it's quite a big area. I mean, there's so many people down here that, you know, they're growing all kinds of stuff. Different fruits and vegetables. It goes all the way down there. Great to see that, though. You know, I gotta say the city do a great job of maintaining the area for people. But yeah, this is just some people's, this is what they're growing. I don't know what it is. You know, but great seeing people down here maintaining it and just getting out, really. You know, it's a lot of work to do that, but well worth it, isn't it? So, quite a big area too, so, which is nice. And then you've got different areas where you can come and get your water to water your garden. There's a few of these around, water spigots. But yeah, a great spot. Okay, love it. Pollinator garden that the city put in. I think it's great. What does that say? 1 in 3 bites of food depends on pollinators. This garden features pollinator-friendly plants, including apple, plum, and pear trees, as well as cherry, Saskatoon, and raspberry shrubs. Well done. Well done to them. I like this lookout because it's a bit more enclosed. See? You're not so open. There's a bit of cover. These are some of the different ducks. And and the old Canada goose. You gotta watch them. But it's a really nice spot. You know, you can come here and have a tea, have a bit of a snack, and just enjoy being outside. That's what it's all about, right? Fresh air. Yeah, what a great job that they did on this pollinator garden. It's great. Kinda cool. This is one of my favorite spots here to stop when I'm out for a walk around here in William F. Lede Park. And this is the stone barn garden. I've been here a time or two. Everything has grown in really nicely. Horticulturalists have been maintaining this throughout the summer, and they do a brilliant job. It's always great to stop and have a quick chat with them. They're busy. Just really nice, eh? Like, the city put these flower boxes out throughout the whole city. Look at these, isn't that nice? Beautiful color on them. I think it's brilliant what they do. You can have weddings here and all sorts of stuff. Grad photos. I've said it a few times. It's just really nice though. I mean, what's not to like, right? Beautiful spot. Really nice garden area. There's a worker down there. And people come and they have picnics, which is great, right? But yes, onwards we go. I'll beat the rain today. So, happy about that. Really nice spot though. Oh. Okay. Get going. It's quite a structure, eh? Do a quick little loop for you. There, see? Beautiful view. Okay. Wind is really picking up now. I can hear the train in the distance. Often I'll come and just sit at a bench here in the park, and I'll have a cup of tea. Great place to relax for a few minutes. Whoa. Kind of a nice view, eh? Okay. Finish up the old walk now. I'm coming to the end of my walk now, and beautiful open field, lots of room for soccer games and rugby games, and you can come on and use the fields. Sometimes you'll see a game being played. Wind is really picking up now. Occasionally you might see the odd coyote. Just came from that way where the stone barn garden is, and heading this way now. I'm nearly done. There's a lot of baseball diamonds too around here, which is just awesome. A great use of the whole area. Just a little map. I mean, the pickleball court and everything else, the rugby club, concession. You know, you can go into the Leduc Rec Center, and they've got a Dairy Queen in there as well, and lots of stuff for families to do, and it's just awesome. Just a bulletin board, really. But those there are the baseball diamonds. I think there's like 7 of them. But so I've been out now for, so far this walk, it's taken me just over 50 minutes, just over. Nice to get it in before we get some rain. Great way to relax and enjoy the day. Baseball game going on over there. All right, I'll get this done and we'll go for a cup of tea. Just gotta go and get a couple of things from Walmart and I'm gonna pick up a tea. Treat myself to a nice Mint Majesty tea from Starbucks. It's one of my favorites. A venti Mint Majesty tea with steamed non-fat milk. Beautiful road this is, though. I've walked down it plenty of times as well. On the right is where those community garden plots were, and on the left here's the rugby club. I'll pull into the parking lot real quick, just so you have an idea. So this here is the Harry Sanders Rugby Park and the rugby club. Nice log building. Over there is the stone barn garden where we were earlier. And right in front of us is those community garden plots. Boop. It was a beautiful walk. And again, like I say, one of the reasons I love the trail system in Leduc is that it's not just one loop. There's trails connecting to the trails that can take you to multiple places, which is just awesome. I love it. Do. There's some cute houses down here, and then there's some really bigger, newer homes. It's got a good mixture of old and new. But even the older homes are well maintained and taken care of. It's a nice area. Nice relaxing day. It's almost looking like a fall day. I was kind of surprised to see a couple of weeks ago some of the trees, the leaves are already turning color. Shocking. This is the downtown area of Leduc, Main Street. They got some great businesses down here, some smaller businesses, and a lot of the buildings are older. But it's a really great spot. Leduc Coffee Shop is one of my favorites down here. And right now we're off to Walmart. I'm just going to run in and get a couple of things on the way home. He's blowing all over the place. Little blow up thing that tries to get you to attract to their business, you know, with the swinging arms, and it's a bit windy today. He's swinging all over the place. That was one of the better walks that I've had. I've been having a lot of pain in my feet lately, and I've been taping up my toe because it tends to wrap underneath, and it's caused I don't know, I wouldn't say a gash, but a very sore spot in my toe. The very end of my toe hurts like heck. But the tape has been helping, so if it's not one thing, it's another, right? But it isn't going to stop me. That's the thing. I do love getting out for a walk, but I think in the future I'd love to get on my mountain bike a bit. I haven't really used it much. They'll probably go in my lane, see? How did I know? This is one of the faster merge lanes. You gotta be quick. Some people don't let you in, and that's frustrating. I've had that happen a few times, you know, and it's really annoying. One of the latest ones, I was trying to merge onto a highway. The guy wouldn't let me in. I almost ended up in the ditch. But I got his plate number and I called that in. I'm not putting up with that. All you gotta do is blend in with the traffic, let people in. It doesn't take much effort, right? But you just gotta really be safe. Okay, okie dokie. I'm gonna run in here now and I'll see you on the way to Starbucks. Just at the drive-thru.
Hi there, welcome to Starbucks. What can I get started for you?
Hello there. Can I get a venti mint majesty tea with steamed non-fat?
You sure can.
Aw,
Mint Majesty with steamed non-fat.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. We'll see you at the window.
Thank you. They're quite pleasant here. They all know me for the most part. I've been here a few times. Yeah, Walmart was quite packed. Long weekend. And coming out of there, my goodness gracious, I could barely walk. The wind was pushing me back that much. It was nuts. Haven't felt it that strong for a while. Let's check the weather here. Okay, so we're supposed to get some rain. 63-kilometer-an-hour wind gusts. Isn't that unreal? Make sure everything's nailed down. A few weeks ago, I think we had 120-kilometer-an-hour winds. So, wow. And tornado warnings, and we had that pretty steady throughout the month of August. Or sorry, month of July. My bad. Somebody will be saying, wait a minute, it's only August the 2nd. Nice to take a break, though. I find people don't really do that enough, do they? We're always on the go, or I know I am anyway. I'm always busy doing something, or I'm out going for groceries or running errands, or it seems like I never stop some days. But learning to slow down a little bit. I got a infrared sauna a little while ago, and I've been using that pretty faithfully every day or every other day. I put in some, what I love at Walmart, actually. They got some, and you can get them on Amazon too, some essential oils. And I use the eucalyptus one. And I buy ginger, and I just slice up a nice chunk of ginger, probably about that long, a good chunk of it. And I'll, in this sauna, infrared sauna, it's got a pot that's attached to a hose, and the hose on the outside is attached to the steamer where you pour your water, plug it in, heat it up. And when it's heated up, I let it heat up for about 20 to 30 minutes. That's just beautiful. Like it fills that whole area with the ginger slices that are in the pot, and the I spread some just put a few dashes of the eucalyptus oil, essential oil, into it as well, and just wow, it feels great. Last summer I suffered a lot in the heat. I have osteoarthritis throughout, well, I don't know, 80-90% roughly of my joints throughout my body. So at times it can feel very painful. And on a few days where it was really hot, it put me, basically, I couldn't really move much at all. It was terrible. But this year with the sauna, it's either helped a lot or is helping a lot. Plus the dieting and losing some more weight and things like that also contribute, I would imagine, right? But it just feels great. I feel pretty good, not in as much pain. So I wish I could get more weight off. It's just I'm sitting at like in the 380s now. So I think a couple of weeks ago I was around the 394, 396 range. But it's coming down, which is the main thing. I wish I could find a good workout partner, and or maybe just bite the bullet and get a trainer just for a month or two and see how much weight I can get off as well. Because I'm like pretty proud of how far I've come with getting out of like my journey so far, getting out of the hospital towards the end of 2020 to today. I should be a lot further ahead, but you go at your own pace, and certain things that I was going through as well with my health that I had to get back on track. So everything seems to be going pretty good so far. And it feels great, and just identifying a bit more of what you're eating and that kind of thing. Building a good meal plan for you to follow. Because I realize this isn't just a, wanting to lose 10 pounds. For me, this is wanting to lose just over 100 pounds left to go. But it's also a lifestyle that you have to carry forward throughout the rest of your life. And I've always kind of struggled with that, but I've always done intermittent fasting, if you will. I was always like that anyway. For example, I wouldn't eat when I would go to work. And then when I would get off work, 12-hour shift, I would have something to eat when I got home. Like a sub from Subway, for example. And that was it. And then I would do it again and again and again every day. And so all of a sudden intermittent fasting is the thing, but I've been doing it for years. But I also don't recommend that either, because you should really have a light breakfast, which is what I do now, and most of the time. Or I'll skip breakfast, have a light lunch. I'm not doing too bad. I used to be too hard on myself, I think, but not doing too bad. Hello to you. Oh, geez, sorry. I should have got that ready.
No, you're all good. It's been one of those days.
There you go. Yeah, no kidding.
There you are, sir.
Thank you very much.
Have a great day.
You too, thank you. Very friendly. They're very friendly. They're very good at their job. At Starbucks. And every location I've been to, they've been pretty great, actually. But this one in Leduc, a big shout out to them. Leduc, Deer Valley, and at the Crossroads location. You guys are really doing a great job. And if the owners ever watch, keep those employees happy. They're doing a great job, and they do a lot of work. So, all right, well, I'm going to go now, and I'm going to go and enjoy my tea. So I will say cheers to you all. Oh, yes. Beautiful cup of tea. And I hope that you all have a great weekend. I hope that you've enjoyed watching a bit of my video. I'm winging it as I go, but wanting to just show everybody a bit of my life. And if it inspires people, or if you just enjoy watching, then that's great too. That's what it's all about. So, watching my journey. Thanks a lot. Thanks for coming. You know, this guy is, it's crazy. When you get one of those, give you a honk. Guy's a complete idiot. Just coming out of the traffic there and gets right up your backside, and you're trying to move over, and he's flooring it, and he's in and out of lanes, and that's what causes accidents. So you got to be really careful. So, goodness me, right? Like, it's not a racetrack. Causes accidents, you know what I mean? It's frustrating. So have a great day. And if you like my video, give me a like and a follow. Say hi. Let me know where you're from. Take care and go and enjoy your weekend. Get yourself outside, even just sitting in the backyard. You know, get some fresh air. Go and enjoy yourselves. Be good to people. So bye for now. Thank you again for watching.